It's the pandemic of the 21st century. Everyone is on lockdown, staying in their homes. They're unable to see their friends, go out for food, see a movie, socialize, and be with people. Some would say it feels like the end of the world, but this virus, this pandemic, is not like the ones we see in the movies. In the movies, there's usually riots, looting, people attacking each other to stay alive, but if you look outside, society is still moving, but it's just at a slower pace. Stores are still open for people to get their food and essential items, truck drivers are still traveling from province to province to get our said food, and protective service workers are still patrolling and ensuring that we're safe. Without these people, these workers, our world would probably look like this. It's safe to say that these frontline workers are the ones that are taking care of us. They're preventing us from going further into chaos, and what I intend to find is, are these people that look out for us, that feed us, that take care of us, are also being taken care of? There have been plenty of ads and announcements that have been thanking our frontline workers, but are they really being treated well? These workers are outside of the lockdown, putting themselves and their families at risk of catching COVID. Just a couple weeks ago, there was a breakout here at Winnipeg at our HSC, so you have to imagine what our frontline workers have to go through during this COVID-19 pandemic. In this documentary, I will show you some frontline workers' perspective on how the COVID-19 pandemic has treated them. The first question I asked, what are some things that the government has done to take care of our frontline workers? The response was very mixed, with the most common answer being receiving free food.
The beginning of the pandemic in the springtime, a lot of the restaurants who were actually closed because of the restrictions were providing us with free lunches, free dinner.
Yes, actually. At the beginning of the pandemic, there was this thing with I forget the restaurant. I think it was Earl's or something.
Mhm.
And they came by and gave every frontline worker a meal.
Are some things that the government or other industries have done to sort of, take care of you?
Oh, jack shit.
Really?
And what, like, we got peanuts. Yeah, oh, sorry. I got my colleague here with me, too. She's, you know what? Yeah, you're right. We got some free pitas.
We got free food at least.
What else we got? We got free Chinese. We got free Chinese food once. So, but I don't know if that's the government.
A supplement income of $1,000 was given to frontline workers who met the criteria, but people who made more than $12,000 did not receive the same income. Nurses like Jade and social worker Jackie did not receive the $1,000 given. But what about the people that got sick? I was able to get in touch with a frontline worker who was tested positive for COVID-19. He was willing to share some benefits he received from HSC.
Well, I'm being monitored on a daily basis by my workplace.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's to get me back to work quicker or what, but they're monitoring me daily pretty much. So they are keeping track of my symptoms. So and it's good that they did contact tracing when I got positive. So they phoned all my contacts, which wasn't much, just my son and my mom pretty much.
And finally, to cover my last question, I asked if these workers really felt like they were being taken care of. As frontline workers, they are putting themselves and their families at risk of catching COVID-19. So it is important that we take care of the people that watch over us.
Right now, yes, okay, so we're in a hospital, we're in a structured environment right now where they got some strict rules.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is that keeping us safe? Okay, sure, but
yeah.
In all honesty, it's up to us, the individual, to look after ourselves.
Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it's really about, we need you here at work doing the job. It's not like we're getting anything special.
Yeah, special treatment or anything like that, yeah.
That's, motivating us to keep moving forward,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know, because there was an incident last week or a couple of weeks ago when we found out that the masks that we were using were expired.
Oh, really?
They were the supplies that was provided to us during the N1H1 outbreak, and that was 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So for a while there, we were wearing expired masks. So that was upsetting. So
okay.
In a way, I don't know. It's hard to tell. And for my end, when I need some time off because of whatever reason, like sick, I'm not feeling well or my family's not feeling well, my manager is very supportive. So I do appreciate that. But in general, the government of Manitoba, we could use some more support.
So what do you think? Just from the answers I've heard, I feel like we as the people and the government could be doing more to help our frontline workers. But to be honest, I can't help but ask the question, what can we do? Sure, they have received free food and have received the supplement income, but is there anything else we can do to help? And according to another frontline worker I talked to, things have gotten a lot worse since the second wave of COVID started. The purpose of this documentary wasn't meant to anger or scare people, but I really want to show that we should care for one another during this crisis. Whether you're a frontline worker or not, we should do our best to treat each other as equals and prevent our home from going further into chaos. Thank you for watching.